I'm starting. Welcome to Maths Quiz 2021. The general rules: participants are to keep their videos on at all times and are to be seated in a well lit place. They shall not unmute themselves unless asked to do so. Unnecessary background noise are to be avoided. Pay keen attention to the name of each chapter. The decision of the quiz master is final and binding. Only answer the question which is given to your house. If you answer a question that is given to some other house, minus 10 points will be given to you and plus 10 will be given to that house. Participants can unmute themselves as their turns arrive. Now I'm handing over to Shupriyo to conduct the rest of the quiz.
All participants need to switch on their videos immediately at this moment and keep them switched on for the entire quiz.
I have a query regarding the quiz. Can I ask now?
Go on. Parijat, you can go on.
Use only the WhatsApp group for discussion on the subjective round or for all other rounds?
That WhatsApp group is only for discussion of the subjective round. For all the other rounds, you can unmute your mic and discuss among yourselves very politely.
But if we are more convenient with discussing on WhatsApp, then
no problem. You can allow. Sudipon, please allow them.
Okay, you are allowed to discuss on WhatsApp, but only on that group.
Other rounds?
Yes, for all the rounds.
I can still see that some of the participants haven't switched on their videos yet. Arunakshu Das, you need to switch on your video immediately. Harshit Nahar, please switch on your video.
Get switched on.
Okay, now we can move forward.
Please start now. Supriyo.
Yes, sir. A very good afternoon to Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Sir, teachers, dignitaries, senior members of the Maths Club, viewers, and participants. I, Shupriyo Shen, on behalf of the Maths Quiz Committee, would like to welcome all of you to the Senior Interhouse Maths Quiz 2020. Mathematics is the science that deals with the logic of shape, quantity, and arrangement. Math is all around us in everything we do. It is the building block of everything in our daily lives, including mobile devices, architecture, art, engineering, and even sports. We would like to express our gratitude to the Maths department, without whose guidance and support this quiz wouldn't have been possible. Now, I would like to mention the name of the participants. From Chenab, we have Mihika Chatterjee, 11N, and Harshit Nahar, 12J. From Ganga, we have Nikita Bhattacharya, 12J, and Pragyan Guharai, 12Q. From Kaveri, we have Jatin Mahajan, 12R, and Shivangi Dokania, 12U. From Jhelum, we have Parijat De, 11D, and Arunangshu Das, 12R. From Narmada, we have Soham Bakshi, 12J, and Deeptaroop Chatterjee, 11D. From Teesta, we have Omar Farooq Molla, 11L, and Raghavendra Agarwal, 11I. Now, I would like to hand over the proceedings to my fellow quizmaster, Sudeepan Sinha.
Okay. So moving over to the general rules once again. Om. Yes. Participants are to keep their videos on at all times and are to be seated in a well-lit place. They shall not unmute themselves unless asked to do so. Unnecessary background noise are to be avoided. Pay keen attention to the name of each chapter. The decision of the quizmaster is final and binding. Moving to the first chapter of the quiz. Chapter 1. My birth on a Christmas Eve. Moving to the rules for the first round. This round is based on mathematical trivia. Each house will be asked 2 questions in this round. A correct answer awards the team 10 points. No negative marking for this round. Each question should be answered within 20 seconds. Participants can unmute themselves as their turns arrive. Moving to the first question for Chenab House. Which number system has no symbol for 0?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
My answer is the Roman numeral system.
Yes, that's. Is that a final answer from you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see the answer. Yes, that's Roman numbers, and a plus 10 to which house was, and a plus 10 to Chenab House. Moving over to the next question for Ganga House. Who said number rules the universe?
Pythagoras.
10 seconds left.
Is there a final
Pythagoras.
answer?
Pythagoras. Yes.
Okay. Om, can you please maneuver to the answer? Yes, that's Pythagoras, a plus 10 to Ganga House. Moving to the next question for Jhelum House. What number do you get when you multiply all the numbers on a telephone pad?
Ten seconds left. Time up.
Sorry, Jhelum House, we did not get a satisfactory answer from you. So the answer is 0. No negative marking for this round, so let's move on. So the question for Kaveri House. In which country did the magic sphere originate?
Ten seconds left. Time up.
So no answer from Kaveri House. And the answer is China. Moving on to the next question for Narmada House. Who used the plus and minus sign in mathematics first?
Ten seconds left.
Hello,
Yes.
it's Robert Ricardo.
Should I lock it?
Time up.
Yes.
No, unfortunately, it's wrong. It's John Widman, but still, there's no negative marking. So don't worry. Let's move on to the next question for Teesta House. What is a shape with 20 sides called?
Ten seconds left.
Icosagon.
Should I lock it?
Time up.
Yes.
Om, the answer? Yes, it's an icosagon and a +10 to Tista House. Now I would like to hand over the rest of this round to my fellow quiz master Om.
Thank you, Mr. Deepan. Now we will move from Tista House to Chenab House. The second question for Tista House in this round is, what is a jiffy? Ten seconds left.
I can't hear anyone.
Time up. The answer was 1/100th of a second. Moving on to the next question for Narmada House. What is a googol? Narmada House. 10 seconds left.
It's 10 to the power 100.
Let's see the answer. Correct. Moving on to the next question for Kaveri House. Teenagers texting in Thailand will send the digits 555 to indicate that something is funny. Why? Ten seconds left, Kaveri House.
Because it's a
Time up.
palindrome.
I'm sorry, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is because 5 in Thai is pronounced as ha. Moving on to the next question for Jhelum House. What is the birthday problem? Ten seconds left, Jhelum House. Time up. Moving on, the answer was 23 people. There are 50% chances that two of them will share the same birthday. Moving on to the next question for Ganga House. What is the Pythagoras constant? Not the theorem, the constant. 10 seconds left, Ganga House. 5
Root 2.
seconds left.
Root 2. Yes, it's root 2.
Okay, that is the correct answer. Good work. Moving on to the last question of chapter 1 for Chenab House. What is the Feynman point in pi? Ten seconds left, Chenab House. 5 seconds left, Chenab House. Timer. A sequence of 6 nines occurs in the decimal representation of pi, starting at the 762nd decimal place. This is the Feynman point. I would now request you to wait for some time for the scoring of. Moving on to the second chapter. I would like to hand it over to Supriyo.
Thank you, Om. Now, let's move on to chapter 2, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. The rules for the second round are, Om, can you please show the slide? This round is based on mathematical theorems and personalities. Each house will be asked one question in this round. Each question is compulsory to answer. A correct answer awards the team 10 points, an incorrect answer deducts 5 points. Each question should be answered within 20 seconds. The participants are requested to unmute themselves as and when their turns arrive. Moving on to the first question for Chenab House. In linear algebra, dash is an explicit formula for the solution of a system of linear equations with as many equations as unknowns, valid whenever the system has a unique solution.
Five seconds left, Chenab House. Time up.
Now let's look at the answer. And the answer is Kramer's rule, but Chenab House didn't answer, so it's -5 for Chenab House. Moving on to Ganga House. The first dash theorem that states no consistent system of axioms whose theorems can be listed by an effective procedure is capable of providing all truths about the arithmetic of natural numbers. For any such consistent formal system, there will always be a statement about natural numbers that are true, but that are unprovable within the system. The second dash theorem, an extension of the first, shows that the system cannot demonstrate its own consistency.
It is incompleteness theorem of Gödel.
Should I take that as a final answer?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay, so let's move on to the answer. Absolutely correct, and 10 points to Ganga. Next, we move on to Jhelam. The dash is a theorem that links the concept of differentiating a function with the concept of integrating a function.
Is it Leibniz rule?
10 seconds
Should
left.
I take this as the final answer?
Yeah, I think.
Let's see the answer. No, that's the incorrect answer. The answer is fundamental theorem of calculus. So that's -5 to Jhelam. Moving on to Kaveri. Dash, also known as Bachet's conjecture, states that every natural number can be represented as the sum of 4 integer squares.
Lagrange's four-square theorem.
Should I take this as the final answer?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see the answer. Absolutely correct, and 10 points to Kaveri. Moving on to Narmada. Dash is a theorem of real analysis which states that for almost every point, the value of an integrable function is the limit of infinitesimal averages taken about the point.
Ten seconds left, Narmada House. Time up.
Limit of sum.
Time up.
Should I take that as the final answer? And no, that's incorrect. That's Lebesgue differentiation theorem. So that's -5 for Narmada. Moving on to Tista. The Dash theorem states that if alpha 1 up to alpha n are algebraic numbers that are linearly independent over the rational numbers, then e to the power alpha 1 up to e to the power alpha n are algebraically independent over rational numbers.
Ten seconds left, Easter House.
Is this a Liebman-Weierstrass theorem?
Time up.
Is that the final answer?
Yes. Yes.
Can we move on to the, yeah. So yeah, that's the correct answer. Absolutely correct. And 10 points to Tista. With that, we conclude this round, and I would like to pass it on to Om to declare the scores till now.
Thank you, Sukhdev. Please give us a minute to declare the scores. After the first round, we have Chenab, Jhelum, and Narmada tied together at the second place with -5. Then at the first place, tied, we have Ganga, Kaveri, and Teesta with 10 points. Good work. Moving on to the third chapter, I would like to hand it over to my fellow quizmaster, Archishman.
Thank you, Om. Moving over to the chapter 3, my early life in King's School, Grantham. The rules for this round are: this round is based on graphs and related topics. Each house will be asked one question in this round. Each question is compulsory to answer. A correct answer awards the team 15 points, and incorrect answer deducts 10 points. Each question should be answered within a minute. Now moving over to the questions for Chenab House. So the first question is, find the area enclosed by the polar curve r equals sine theta.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, my answer is 0.
Should I take it as an answer?
Yes.
Okay, so let us move on to the answer. Fortunately, the answer is pi by 4, and the figure is a circle with radius half. Now moving on to the next question for Ganga House. Find the length of the perimeter of the following curve. You can leave your answer as an integral. R equals 1 plus 2 cos theta.
How much time do we have?
30 seconds left.
Is it 8?
Should I take it as an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. The answer is 2 times the integral from 0 to pi square root of 1 plus 2 cos theta whole square plus 4 sine square theta d theta, which is approximately 22 and a fraction along with that. And the figure you can see is a Lima cone. Now moving on to the next question for Jhelum house. Find the area of the common region x square by 4 plus y square by 9 is less than equal to 1, and x minus 2 whole square by 4 plus y minus 3 whole square by 9 is less than equal to 1.
Thirty seconds left.
Hello.
Yes.
10 seconds left.
Yeah,
Time
is
up.
it
Time up. Time up.
3 pi by
Sorry.
2? Man, I didn't calculate integer. Approximately 3 pi by 2.
Let's move on to the answer. The answer is 3 pi minus 6. And as you can see, it is basically the overlapped areas of two ellipses. Now moving on to the next question for Kaveri house. A function jx is equals to mod of x square plus 3x minus 5. Find the number of roots of j composed jx.
Twenty seconds left.
Eight.
Should I take it as an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. The answer is 4. Now moving on to the next question for Narmada house. We define a curve good if it lies completely inside a square with the given vertices, that is plus minus 1 and plus minus 1. For what values of n is the following curve good? X to the power n plus y to the power n equals 1.
Thirty seconds left. 10 seconds
False
left.
values. Natural values. Natural
Should I take it as an
numbers.
answer? Let's move on. The answer will be all even natural numbers. That is, n equals 2k, where k belongs to natural. Now we move on to the question for Tista house. What is the name of this family of polar curves? The equation of the curves is r equals cos of k theta, where k is any natural number.
Thirty seconds left.
Is this rose?
Should I take it as an answer?
Yes, yes.
So let's move on. Yes, it is the correct answer. The answer will be polar rose. So full credit will be given for this question. Now, I would like to hand over the proceedings to my fellow quizmaster, Sudeepan.
Thank you, Archishman. In the second half of this round, we will be moving from Tista back to Chenab. So, the question for Tista house. The curve y is equal to e to the power x is rotated about the x-axis, and the surface obtained is called S. We consider only the part of S that is between x equals minus 5 and x equals 0. Clearly, this is in the form of a tube. Now, we wish to flow water through it. If water enters from the narrow end with velocity 1 meter per second, find the velocity of water that is coming out of the wide end. Assume equation of continuity holds.
Fifteen seconds left. Time up.
0.7.
Okay, so let's see the answer. No, it's e to the power minus 10 meter per second. Moving to the next question for Narmada house. John is sliding on the curve fx. If the slide has sharp ends or holes, or if he never reaches the bottom, then he will not use that slide. Which of the following will be the safest slide? Choose wisely. Option A, mod x to the power 5. Option B, mod x. And option C, ln x.
I think option A, x to the power 5.
Do I lock it?
Yes.
Okay. Om, can you maneuver to the answer slide? Yes. It's the correct answer, mod of x to the power 5. Moving to the next question for Kaveri House. Find the number of points where df by dx is 0, where fx is equal to x sin x, x between minus 3 pi to 3 pi, closed.
Seconds left.
6.
10 seconds left.
Do I take that as your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Om answer. Unfortunately, the answer is 7. Moving to the next question for Jhelum House. Find the number of local minimas of the function tau of x in the interval minus 5 to infinity, where tau of x is the extension of the factorials to real numbers.
Seconds left.
0.
Do I take that as your final answer, Jhelum House?
10 seconds left.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Om, answer.
Time up.
And the correct answer is 3. The next question for Ganga House. A rigid rod, very long, is hinged about the origin. Consider the curve fx. The rod is given a slight push towards right. Then give a lower bound for the slope of the rod. Fx is equal to sin x for x greater than 2 pi.
What do you mean by lower bound?
I guess from where the
Yes.
function will start or something of that sort.
Yeah. No discussion, please. Yeah, so answering the question, lower bound is basically the minimum value that the slope can attain. And here it
Minimal
refers to the slope
value
of the rod.
-1.
Do I take that as your final answer?
Yes.
30 seconds left.
Om to the answer. Unfortunately, the answer is 2 by 5 pi. Never mind, Ganga. Moving to the next question for Chenab House. find the number of points of non-differentiability of f, where fx is equal to max of x, x square, x cube, x to the power 4.
Thirty
My
seconds
answer
left.
is 4.
Do I take that as your final answer?
Yes.
Om, please maneuver to the answer slide. Unfortunately, the correct answer is 3. Now, I would like to hand over the proceedings to my fellow quiz master, Om.
Thank you, Sudipal. Please give us a moment to show the answer, to show the scores after the third round. In the second chapter, Chenab, Ganga, Jhelum, and Kaveri are both tied with minus 20 points, and Narmada and Tisra are ahead in the first spot with plus 5 points. Moving on to the third chapter.
Thank you, Om. I guess, Om, you meant the fourth chapter. So moving on to the fourth
sorry?
chapter. Chapter 4, my controversy with Leibniz. So now let's look at the rules for this round. This round is a subjective round. Participants are required to give utmost importance to proofwriting. The marks of the ith question in this round is equal to the ith number in the standard Fibonacci series. The total marks obtained in this round will be multiplied by 10 and added to accumulated score. The maximum time for this round is 20 minutes. The participants are requested to scan their answer scripts and upload them to their respective house WhatsApp group. So now, Om, can we please look at the questions for this round? Question 1. ABC is a right-angled triangle, right-angled at B. If the hypotenuse of the triangle is 10 and the altitude from B to the hypotenuse is 6, find the area of the triangle ABC. Moving on to question number 2. 3 points A, B, C are on the circumference of a circle are chosen at random. What is the probability that all 3 angles of the triangle are acute? Moving on to question number 3. Show that if 25 people play in a ping pong tournament, then at the end of the tournament, the number of people who played an even number of games is odd. Moving on to question number 4. Is there a polynomial P such that for distinct quantities A, B, C, D, P of A is equal to B, P of B is equal to C, P of C is equal to D, P of D is equal to A? Prove or disprove the statement. Moving on to question number 5. The rodents eat through a 3 x 3 x 3 cube of eatable by tunneling through all the 27 1 x 1 x 1 subcubes. If rodents start at one of the corner small cubes and always moves onto an uneaten adjacent small cube, can it finish at the center of the cube? Justify your answer. You have got 20 minutes.
Participants are requested to address any of the doubts that they have in their respective WhatsApp groups, not here. 19 minutes left.
Can we discuss among ourselves in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, you can. You can.
I repeat again, in case you have missed it, the marking scheme for this round is that the marks you can get in the ith question or in this round is equal to the ith number of the standard Fibonacci series. And the total marks for this round would be multiplied by 10 and added to the accumulated score.
Sixteen minutes left. 13 minutes left. Ten minutes left, guys. Hurry up.
Harshit Nahar, please switch on your video.
Five minutes left, guys. 5 minutes.
Jhela Mouse? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I received the answer script from your house group. So is it your cumulative answer script or is it only from one person?
Only uploaded it. Like for one question I did.
Okay, so this is the only answer I'm going to consider
No, wait, uploading. Wait.
from Jhela Mouse.
You're uploading it.
Wait, can we merge our
Okay,
answers?
fine.
Because someone will do one kind of a problem and other will do other problems. Then can we merge?
That's why you guys have to discuss
you can
and
do that,
then
but you need to
give a final solution.
Within this time, 20 minutes time limit? Or is this 20-minute time limit only for solving?
Within. Only 3 minutes are left to submit all the answers. Or any answers that you have done.
Okay.
3 minutes left, guys.
We have to scan or post picture.
Just number it correctly and send a picture in your respective WhatsApp group, house WhatsApp group. But number it correctly, please.
Om,
Yes.
can you switch off and reshare the screen once? Actually, it's not visible to me.
One minute left, guys. After that, no submissions will be taken.
Yeah, it's fine now.
50-second left. $30 left, guys. $10 left. Please send in your and whatever you have done right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up. No more submissions.
Okay. So now I hand over the proceedings to my fellow quizmaster Shudipon for chapter 5.
So, participants, we are moving on to chapter 5, Fellowship of the Royal Society. The rules for this round. This round is a rapid fire round. Each house will be asked 5 questions consecutively. A correct answer awards the team 5 points, no negative marking. Each question should be answered within 1 minute. Participants can unmute themselves as their turns arrive. Moving to the first question for Chenab House. Eight clear targets are arranged as shown. If n be the number of different ways they can be shot, one at a time. If no target can be shot until the targets below it have been shot. Find the tens digit of n.
$30 left.
Concentrate on the order in which they are being shot. As a hint.
$10 left.
The answer is 0.
Time up.
Do I take that as a final answer? Okay, let's
Hello?
see.
Yes.
No. Unfortunately, the answer is 6. Moving on to the next question for Chenab House. The minimum value of f defined from 3 comma infinity to all real defined as fx is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2 whole divided by x minus 3.
For which house?
Chenab House. Second
Chenab
question for
House.
Chenab House.
Each house will be asked 5 questions consecutively.
The answer is 6.
No, Chenab House. The correct answer is 3 plus 2 root 2. Moving on to the next question, the third question for Chenab House. If A, B, C are the sides of a triangle, then which of the following is not a possible value of the following expression? A by B plus C minus A plus B by C plus A minus B plus C by A plus B minus C.
Chainab House is also being informed that the first answer was actually correct. We are sorry for the miscommunication. Time up.
My answer is
Yes, your answer?
option 2.
The correct answer is option 1, that is 2. Moving to the next question, there is a fourth question for Chenab House. The number of zeros at the end of product n to the power n plus 1, where n runs from n is equal to 5 to n is equal to 30.
Thirty seconds left.
My answer is 63.
Do I take that as your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately, the answer is 137. Moving on to the last question for Chenab House.
Okay, so if there are two numbers A and B, then the sum of the numbers.
I need a generalized AMGM inequality.
Okay.
Not for 2.
A plus C plus D plus dot 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 up to n divided by n is greater than equal to the nth root of the product of all the numbers. A into B into B.
Okay, so you got it correct. So Chenab House got 2 correct and 3 wrong. Moving to the first question for Ganga House. Consider all 2 cross 2 matrices whose entries are distinct and belong to 1, 2, 3, 4. The sum of determinants of all such matrices is.
Twenty seconds left. Ganga House.
As a hint, you may use the properties of determinants.
Zero.
What?
Time up.
The answer is 0. Moving on.
I told zero. I told zero. I just
Okay.
now told zero.
Ganga House, you are requested to say it aloud.
Okay,
We
but
couldn't hear it.
maybe there is some sound glitch, but I just now said zero. I told zero. Then I think
Okay,
there
it's
is
fine. It's
some
fine. Moving to the next question for
sound
Ganga
glitch.
House. Om. Name the inequality and also state the case of equality.
30 seconds left, Ganga House.
Cauchy-Schwarz inequality.
And the second part?
Second part is what also state the case of equality. Second part, no, I.
Ganga House, you got it partially correct. It's
Time up.
Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. And the case of equality is AI is equal to K times of BI. So partial marks given to Ganga House. Moving to the third question for Ganga House. The number of positive integral pairs x comma y satisfying the equation x square minus y square is equal to 3370 is.
Thirty seconds left.
Is it 4? I mean, option D.
Do I take that as a final answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the answer is 0. Never mind. Moving to the next question for Ganga House. For what all C can we have a real solution for sine to the power 6x plus cos to the power 6x is equal to C? You need to give me a range of C.
One-fourth to 1.
Can you repeat again?
That constant C belongs to 1/4 to 1.
Closed interval or open interval?
Closed interval.
Okay, you got it correct. Moving to the next question for Ganga House. Let m be the minimum possible value of the expression given, where y1, y2, y3 are real numbers, for which y1 plus y2 plus y3 equals 9. Let capital M be the maximum possible value of this expression, where x1, x2, x3 are positive real numbers, for which x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals 9. Then the value of the following expression is.
Thirty seconds left. Pragyan, your video has frozen. Ten seconds left. Time up.
Pass.
I did not get any answer from you. The correct answer is 8. So Ganga House has got one unattempted, one partial, one wrong, and 2 correct. Moving to the first question for Jhelum House. An engineer is required to visit a factory for exactly 4 days during the first 15 days of every month, and it is mandatory that no two visits take place on consecutive days. Then the number of all possible ways in which such visits to the factory can be made by the engineer during the 1st to 15th June 2021 is
20 seconds left.
Come on, Jhelum House.
Time up.
Unfortunately, I did not get any answer from you. The answer is 495. Moving to the second question for Jhelum House. The number of real solutions to this equation, x to the power 4 plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0.
Thirty seconds left.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Is it 2?
Do I lock it as your final answer?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's no real solution. So, never mind Jhelum House. Moving on to the third question. Let the function f be defined from 0, 1 to all real, such that fx is given as shown. Then you need to find the value of the following expression. Come on, Jhelum House, it's included in your syllabus.
Is it 19?
Yes, it's absolutely correct. It's 19. Moving to the next question for Jhelum House. What is the triangle inequality for a real sequence an where n belongs to natural numbers?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
30
Arunangshu.
seconds
Hello.
left.
You may speak.
Arunangshu, go on, go on.
Yeah, is it a1 plus a2 an divided by n greater than equal to n by 1 by a1 1 by a plus up to 1 by n?
No, Jhelum House. Unfortunately, we could not give
Time
you
up.
marks in this one. The answer is for a sequence given an, mod of a1 plus a2 plus up to ak is greater than equal to mod a1 plus mod a2 plus dot 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 up to mod ak. The last question for Jhelum House. Name this inequality. You can discuss with your teammate.
30 seconds left.
Is it complex in inequality?
No, Jhelum House. We did not get a satisfactory answer from you. The answer is weighted Jensen's inequality. So Jhelum House got 4 incorrect and 1 correct. Now I would like to hand over the rest of the proceedings to Supriya.
Thank you, Sudeepan. So now we move on to Kaveri House. So the first question for Kaveri House is, consider the sequence 4, 0, 4.1, 0, 4.11, 0, 4.111, 0. Comment on whether the above sequence converges or diverges, and if it does converge, to what value does it converge?
Thirty seconds left.
It won't converge.
Sorry?
It won't converge.
Okay, so should I take that as the final answer? So that is to say it would
Yeah.
diverge.
Yeah.
And that is the correct answer. We move on to the second question for Kaveri House. Number of roots of the equation sin x equal to x by 5 is the following options: 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 7.
15 seconds left.
3.
Are you referring to the option or the...
Answer. Number of rows.
So that's the second option.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the correct answer. We move on to the third question for Kaveri. Evaluate the following. Evaluate the following limit.
Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left. Time up.
Okay, so there wasn't any satisfactory answer. So moving on to the next question for Kaveri House. A matrix is called good for all I if for all ij, aij equal to I plus j. Is the following matrix good?
No. It is not.
That is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. The last question for Kaveri House is, let P be a prime and phi be the Euler-Tocian function. Find phi of P.
Thirty seconds left.
0.
No, that's the incorrect answer. The correct answer is P minus 1. Okay, so that concludes Kaveri's rapid fire, and the score is like 3
Oh,
correct and
can you
2
tell the
wrong.
answer of that limit one?
It's 4.
Okay.
Next, we move on to Narmada. So the first question for Narmada is, a fair coin was tossed 10 times and each time the outcome was heads. What is the probability that we get a head in the 11th attempt?
Twenty seconds left.
That is the correct answer. We move on to the next question for Narmada. Find the value of the natural log of minus 1. Any one value would do.
Is it pi?
No, that's the incorrect answer. The answer is an odd multiple of pi I. Moving on to the next question for Narmada House. Name the above inequality.
Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds left, Narmada. Time up.
So we didn't receive an answer from Narmada, and the answer is rearrangement inequality. Moving on to the next question. Let n be the set of natural numbers and p be the set of prime numbers. Then which set has more elements, or do they have equal elements?
Can have the maximum element.
Sorry, could you please repeat your answer?
N.
N has more elements.
Yes.
That is the incorrect answer. N and P are actually in bijection, so they will have equal number of elements. We move on to the last question for Narmada House. Is I to the power I a complex number?
No.
That is the correct answer. I to the power I is a real number. So that concludes the round for Narmada, and Narmada have got 2 correct and 3 incorrect. Moving on to Tista. So the first question for Tista is, let ABC be a triangle. Let its circumcenter be 6, 4. The side BC lies on the line y equal to x. If the orthocenter of the triangle is at 7, 5, find the circumradius of the triangle.
Thirty seconds left, Tista House. Ten seconds left, Tista House. Time up.
So we didn't receive an answer from Tista. Moving on to the next question, the answer to the previous question would be root 10. Moving on to the next question. In a tournament, Team X plays with each of the 6 other teams once. For each match, the probability of a win, draw, and loss are equal. What is the probability that Team X finishes with more wins than losses?
30 seconds left. Ten seconds left. Time up.
Okay, so we didn't receive an answer yet again, but never mind. We have three more questions. So the answer to this question would be 98 by 243. Moving on to the next question. Assume that limit x tends to a and y tends limit x tends to a and y tends to a of f of x comma y exists and let it be t. Then find limit x tends to a y tends to a of f when it is approached along a line L1 passing through a comma a. What will be the limit if a comma a is approached by some other line L2?
30 seconds left. Please house. Ten seconds left. East house. Time up.
So we didn't receive a satisfactory answer from Tista. The answer to both the questions would be T. Moving on to the next question for Tista House. Let S be a set and let S1 up to Sn be such that Si is a subset of S for all I, and it is also given that the following equation holds true. Then what is summation of mod of Si?
20 seconds left. East house. Ten seconds left.
Option C.
No, option C is not the correct answer. The correct answer is option A. Moving on to the next question, the last question for Tista House. In a series, there are 192 players. The result of each match is either win or loss. Each pair that competes in the ith round cannot form a pair in the I plus 1th round. What is the total number of matches played?
Thirty seconds left. East house. Time up, T-Stars.
So we didn't receive an answer from Tista House, and the answer to this question is 192. So that concludes the rapid fire round. Now I would like to hand it over to Om.
Thank you, Silvio. Please give us a moment to show the answers, show the results after round 4 and 5. In round 4, Chenab House scored 5 points, Ganga House 25, Jhelum 10 points, Kaveri and Narmada 20 points, and Teesta House 17 points. It is to be noted that in a standard Fibonacci series, the first unit is always 0. Hence, the first question had 0 marks. In round 5, Chenab House scored 10 points, Ganga House 12, Jhelum 5, Kaveri 15, Narmada 10, and Teesta nil. Now, I would like to hand it over to Sudeepan to conduct chapter 6.
Thank you, Om. Chapter 6. Legrand said, "He is the greatest genius who ever lived." Moving to the rules of this round. This round is a pounce round. It consists of one and only one question, which is related to the names of the chapters in the entire quiz. The correct answer awards the team 35 points. This is open to all but can be answered by the house, which uses the raise hand feature in the Zoom meeting first. In case the first answer is incorrect, the question will again be open to all except the house which gave the incorrect answer. Om, to the question. Name the famous personality who has been hinted about throughout the quiz. I repeat, name the famous personality who has been hinted about throughout the quiz.
Okay, Kaveri, raise your hands first. So Kaveri, you
Kaveri
can answer
House?
first.
There's no negative, right?
No.
Leibniz.
It's the wrong answer. You cannot answer again.
I have kept my hand raised.
No,
me also.
you need to now put, excuse me, you need to now put down all your hands and the pounce round will begin again. Only Kaveri cannot participate this time. Everyone please put down your hands.
When will we raise our hand?
I will count
Any
till 3.
countdown?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Pragyan, you can go first.
Isaac Newton.
Yes, that's the correct answer. It's Sir Isaac Newton. So a plus 35 to Ganga House. Om, to the explanation. Newton was born in Christmas in Old Style calendar. Philosophiae Neutralis Principia Mathematica was a book written by Newton himself. The King's School Grantham was Newton's high school. His rivalry with fellow mathematician Leibniz is well known. Forget a fellow. He was the president of the Royal Society. Now, I would like to hand over the proceedings to the HOD of Maths Department, Hafizul Sir, to announce the results and convey a vote of thanks.
Thank you all for taking part in this quiz and making it successful. Thanks to all the participants, member of Maths Club, and definitely our principal, vice principal, headmistress, and teachers, without whose support it would not have been possible. It was a pleasure being a part of this event. All the best and looking forward to more such events in the future. Now, final result will be posted by Prattanik.
Sir, I am posting one.
Thank you so much, Prattanik. Please read the.
So one second. One second. So we have Chinap with 17. Then we have Ganga House with 26 points. Then we have Teesta House.
Please don't announce this. This is a mistake. I'm sending you the overall standings once more.
Is 96, is there any calculation mistake?
Yes, we think so. I'm sorry for that. I think
There is a calculation mistake or something like that. Because Kaveri is now just 96 points.
We are looking into it.
Okay.
Just wait.
We are having 26, they are having 53, 96. It is something.
We are looking. We are
Pragyan,
looking into
calm
it.
down.
We are looking into it. So you can announce the scores now. Hafizul sir.
Yes. You just dictate it. So Ganga first with the points 82. Tista second with points 42. Narmada third with point 40.
Thank you to all the participants. The quiz was organized by members of our very own math quiz committee, Archishman Gupta, Om Mahapatra, Pratyanik Sao, Sudeepan Sinha, and Supriyo Sen. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. See you next year. Thank you for attending. Participants may leave now. Thank you for attending. We hope you are.
Can we leave the meeting?
Yes, yes, yes.
Please do leave.
भाई प्रत्यानिक तुम मेरे को डरा दिया, मेरे को लगा मेरा गलती हुआ है।
अरे नहीं, अरे वो
Shall I stop
क्वेश्चन
recording?
फाइल में सेव कर,
First
हाँ,
stop
you can stop recording.